Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. If you are new, please consider subscribing. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. It's a milestone for YouTube content providers. And so if you do feel so inclined and do subscribe, thank you. Thank you so much. Everybody who's my new subscriber, everybody who's already been subscribed, and my viewers, everybody, thank you. Thank you so much. I will thank you with every single video because I understand that without you, this channel would not be what it is, okay? Those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. This is book 1. I just finished reading book 1 out loud live on Facebook. I've uploaded all of those videos here for you to enjoy. If you've already read book 1 or you've watched all those videos, fear not, for Perception, the Two Yet One book 2 is already written and published. These books are available on Kindle Direct Publishing. They are $15.99 each plus shipping. If you have Amazon Prime, your shipping will be free. Perception book 1 is available on ebook for $9.99. I'm still working on that for book 2. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and explain what I'm doing. If you are new, at the suggestion of Goddess Isis at the end of January, she told me, why don't you go ahead and take the entire month of February and dedicate it to love, which is why we have this beautiful heart right here. In the United States, February 14th is when we celebrate love, and she just said, let's just take the entire month, okay? I'm like, all right, and she's like, okay, let's get your messages, one goddess per week for the entire month. So the first week, we got our messages through Isis. The second week through Venus, the planet Venus, the goddess Venus, Aphrodite. And last week, we got our messages through the Marys, Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. I've been using a different set of cards, a different tarot deck each week. These tarot go together. And there was a deck that I wanted to use for the Marys, and I didn't have it, and I did receive it through a miracle. So if you would like to see the story of that, I have the link for that in the description box below. I have all the everything that you need in the description box below, all the links to go ahead and purchase my books. I have a link for my friend April's astrology channel, and if you would like a personal reading, I have all that information in the description box below as well, okay? So that also includes that video, the story of the miracle of those cards. So this week, the messages are coming from Mother Earth, okay? Our mother. The reason I named this channel The Mother Speaks Tarot is because the mother, the sacred feminine energy, has been suppressed and quieted and ignored and abused for thousands of years now. And I named it The Mother Speaks Tarot through these messages that this channel is for the feminine to speak, okay, to be heard. So that's why we're doing that. That's why Mother Earth is speaking with us today. From the Keepers of the Light deck, we have Gaia. This is the spirit of the earth's Greek name, the goddess Gaia, earth connection. These cards are not just representing, they are also your messages for the week, okay? So be mindful of the planet, come back to earth, stay grounded. And then we have from the goddess deck, goddess guidance deck, we have Mawu, Mother Earth. She is also a Mother Earth goddess. She says, you are called upon to help with environmentalism. Okay, so those two are your messages. Also, I've got this little ladybug here. It's like my gift to you. What do you mean, Allison? Well, this is just a little timer. It's so cute. But here's the thing. When you see a ladybug or something like this, that looks like a ladybug, it is a good omen. So this is for all of you watching. Go ahead and look up Ladybug Totem, and you will see why this is a gift and this is your fortune Okay? And I got a bunch of stuff out here that has to do with earth, you know. I got my wolf here, and even this rainbow is my dog's toy. She doesn't mind because she's sleeping right now. She doesn't this is one of her older toys now. So she doesn't mind if we borrow it. Okay, so this week the tarot that we're using is the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Sex is a huge energy here on this planet, whether you are a human or an animal. And the masculine and feminine energies are always at play here in this physical realm. Plus, as you know, Valentine's Day, love goes right in keeping, but also this deck comes in all different languages. So I just think that that's really appropriate for this week. Okay, I haven't used them before, so I'm still getting used to the images because they don't always look like the meanings of the card as some of the tarot decks will, such as this. This is one of the decks that I got through the miracle, this teeny tiny little deck of, it's so cute. It's so cute. Look at this teeny tiny little book that came with it. It's so tiny you can't really focus on it. I can't read any of that because I need glasses. I don't see as well as I used to, but the tininess of it, I just love tiny things. So I'm using that to clarify when I need clarification. Okay, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will. And I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you created for yourself for your life, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain life lessons that, when learned, raise the vibration of your soul. Each time you learn these and your soul raises in vibration, the next time you incarnate, you will have a higher life path number. And as you just keep learning and raising in vibration and raising your life path number with each lifetime, eventually you get to a place at the top where it is possible for you to become enlightened, as well as permanently be in union with your twin flame, if you have one. Okay. Alrighty, so let's start right here at the heart of everything for you at this time, Cancer. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Now, it looks like you're waiting for something to come in. Something has been coming in very, very slowly. Okay, and Pentacles is Earth. It's Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. Everything about your health and your wealth, everything Earth energy. So it's Mother Earth week, and we're starting out right off the bat with Earth energy. So the thing about the Knight of Pentacles is he's the slowest knight, because he does everything correctly. He dots his I's, he crosses all his T's. You know, when he's on a journey, he makes sure that his horse has rest and food and water, and him too. And, you know, he makes sure he knows where he's going so that he doesn't make any mistakes and take longer than he actually could. So he doesn't skip any steps. He does everything right. So that's what makes him most apt to become king. Now, it kind of looks like to me like he's come in, okay? And he brings the Ace of coins or discs or pentacles with him. They can be called pentacles, discs, or coins. I think he may have arrived for you, because what we have here is the world, and this is the end of a cycle. And since he's at the heart of everything, so far it looks like that either he is finally here and it's the end of the cycle, or you're done waiting for this person. Okay? The world, yeah, I'm just feeling the end of a cycle. Okay? This is completion, some sort of success. This is a portal through one thing ends, and now we're going on to something else. Okay? So the element of success is there. So I feel like probably for most of you, this Knight finally came in. Now, this is what's at the root of everything, okay? And this is wand energy, this is fire energy. We're going to focus, there we go. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, and this is the 10, and all 10s are endings. This is also an ending, okay? But here, this ending, this fire energy is where you've got a heavy load, okay? You've been overburdened. You know, this is one of the cards that kind of, the depiction does kind of speak to that, where he's got a heavy load, I guess. But this is also where you've been in danger of taking on more than you can handle, okay? So you've just been, I think that you've just had this heavy burden that you're ready to drop, okay? And there is completion here, okay? So I feel like you'll probably be dropping those wands. Now let's see what else we've got here. We've got in the section that of the energies that is moving out of your life at this time, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. So we've got more Pentacles, but this is in reverse. So right side up, this is about balance and success and good karma. But this is in reverse. So this is talking about, this can be a couple of things, like being so generous with your money that it's to a fault. It also talks about being jealous, envious, okay? So, and because it's right side up, when it's right side up, it's like good karma. This could be the opposite of that, you know, your bad karma for the bad things that you do. Not saying that this was you, but I mean, there's just this could be like some sort of energetic backlash, okay? But you may have been too generous with your money, I'm thinking, okay? Because that would create a heavy burden, and that would also create a time when you're waiting for this Knight to come in. Now, for me as a reader, these next 2 cards here are future cards. One will happen before the other, but I got to start reading them before I can feel out which is which and what will happen when. Okay, this is the 8 of Cups. Okay, so let me just check here. So far we've got Pentacles, Wands, which is fire. Okay, so we do have swords. So we have earth, air, fire, and water. Okay, so you are working with all the elements that you could possibly be working with. Now, this is the 8 of Cups, where it's moving on. Usually you just get so fed up with everything, you move on, but this is in reverse. So this is not really walking away. Okay, this can mean a couple of things here. Let me fill this out here, hang on. Okay, so I'm thinking this is insecurity. This is unable to make a firm commitment because of that kind of stuff, where you may not be trusting, but you may have to learn how to trust again to achieve your goals. There's some element of not walking away, but still being affected by what was going on. Okay, there's something kind of this somebody may have taken advantage of you with your money. Okay, so you're having a hard time trusting, you're having a hard time recovering from that, it seems. And that what it's done basically is thrown you off balance. Okay, so this is the Temperance card in reverse. When it's right side up, this is, you know, balance. This is a lot of stuff, but I'm feeling for you that because this is in reverse and all the stuff that's going on here, the feeling is that it threw you off balance. Yeah, somebody, you may have been too generous. Somebody took advantage of that, okay? And it threw you off balance, and now you're having a hard time trusting again. So it looks like, since this is a future card, This is going to happen first. And then this one. You may end up realizing after something else happens, which is probably realizing that something is closed out, you're going to feel off balance, and then you're going to begin to understand why. Okay, you're going to be like, didn't Allison say something about that? Yeah. Okay, because right now things have just been really hard for you to bear. Now we're going to take a look here at your hope card. Now this is the King of Wands, okay, but he's in reverse. Now look at him. He's a very passionate, active person. Look at how protective he's being. See how sweet he is when he's right side up, but he's in reverse. So this is kind of this is the lack of patience right here. This is a volatile temper. This is when you can't see the other person's point of view. He's still a good person, okay, but he's very severe. He can be very every single fire sign has a fiery temper. Okay, so here's this strange hope card. Okay, what are you hoping for here? Because we have these two cards that are this lack of patience. Okay, I'm getting something. Okay, so this is the patience, not having patience with someone who's taking advantage of you. Maybe you're hoping that you'll be able to tell this person finally, look, I don't trust you anymore, which is probably at this point. Okay, yeah, I get this now. So if it's you embodying this King of Wands energy, where you're just sick of this, you're pissed off, and I mean, the king is, one of the highest that you can get. There's the king and the queen, and I think you've been pretty pissed. Either that, or this is you hoping that a masculine energy in your life will also get tired of this other person taking advantage of you, or taking advantage of that person, and somebody else will say, hey, that's enough. Yeah, that makes sense now. Okay, so I don't go anywhere. There we go. All right, here is your hope card. Okay, so this is the Four of Swords. Okay, you're hoping for some rest. I mean, I know it doesn't look like that in this picture. But the Four of Swords is all about resting. You want some peace of mind. You may even want to go be by yourself for a while. Okay. I'm really not sure what this guy is doing. But this looks kind of like a place of rest. I don't know. But anyway, this is air energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. This is all about getting some peace of mind and some rest. And that makes a lot of sense because, to me, the way wands and swords connect is that they can both be weapons, okay? And fire and pentacles connect because the wands can talk about career, and then the pentacles is money, so that's how those work. You know what I'm saying? But for this combination right here, you're tired. You're tired. All your energy is spent, and you just want to rest now, and you want the peace of mind to be able to rest physically. Sometimes it's hard for people to rest physically unless they have peace of mind. Okay, this is your fear card. Okay, so this is the Eight of Swords, and this is a fear card all in itself. So this totally makes a lot of sense as a fear card. Let me go ahead and get out the Eight of Swords in my tiny deck to show you what I'm talking about instead of constantly. Wow, there it is right there. That was awesome. Like the fifth card in that I was thumbing through my tiny deck. Okay, So this is the Eight of Swords. Now, look at how this person is bound, but kind of loosely. Doesn't it look like it could just fall right off? Even their clothes is loose, so they could just shimmy that off of them. And once their arms are free, they can take off their blindfold. They look like they're in a cage of swords, but they're really not. They can just step forward and get out of there. This is what I call deer in the headlights, okay? This is fear energy itself. You're afraid of being afraid. You're afraid of feeling trapped in your not knowing what to do, because swords are mind. Swords are logic. They're intellect. So that's why I call it the deer in the headlights. The deer is in so much fear of this light that it doesn't do anything, because it's overwhelmed mentally. It doesn't know what to do. You see what I'm saying? So this is a very this is a reasonable, understandable fear. Okay, you're afraid that you're just not going to know what to do. Now, the potential outcome, focus, thank you. The potential outcome is the Empress in reverse. Okay, here's what she looks like upright. I think this is a very colorful card. It's very beautiful. She's very relaxed looking. It looks like she's got peace of mind, doesn't it? She's got everything she needs, including peace of mind. She is abundance. She's beauty. She is, I often tell people that think of her as Venus, Aphrodite. She has plenty of money. She's got plenty of beauty, love, everything. Okay, everything like that that is feminine. But this is in the reverse for you. Okay, so this is, it could be that there will be a feminine influence in your life that is manipulative. Okay, someone who is who may overspend, someone who's wasteful and selfish and overindulgent. Okay, if there is, no, I don't see any of that. Yeah, this is somebody who's going to be in the distorted feminine energy. When she's right side up, that is sacred feminine. She's growth, abundance, beauty, pregnancy even, love, joy. She's almost always pregnant. You can't tell. And well, she could be pregnant in this one. Maybe she's just very early in her pregnancy. But most of the time she's pregnant. And that, represents the fertility of her life and everything. All that is beautiful, kindness, gentleness, this in reverse is the opposite of all that. This is the manipulation, the possessiveness, the jealousy, the overindulging, the wastefulness, the selfishness, the overspending. This is the energy that Mother Earth doesn't like, the wastefulness, okay? This is the energy where you're just thinking about yourself instead of others. And so I don't know if this is going to be your energy or it could be someone else's, because I really feel like when I do these readings, I'm being told, I don't, well, it's possible this could be you, but I feel like most of you, no, this is somebody else. Okay. And here could be one of the reasons why, actually. Here is the underlying energy of everything, and it's the Lovers. Okay, now it could have something to do with a Gemini. Temperance is Sagittarius, by the way. Okay, and the Empress is Libra and Taurus energy as well. This is Gemini energy, so there could be a Gemini at the bottom of all this, or you know what I mean? But this is the Lovers as well. It could be a choice that needs to be made, but I think this has a lot to do with love. And this distorted feminine energy, it could be the jealousy that I'm sensing here. This is the first, actually, Lovers card that I have ever seen where there is 3 people instead of 2. And you know, I've been interpreting this in several different ways, because if you look at what's going on here, this person looks very insecure. She's completely naked. She's hiding absolutely nothing. Okay? And then you have this one who is dressed just a little bit. This one seems very slender, whereas this one seems very voluptuous. And he's right in between them. But if you look at his face, let's see if we can get that to focus. Right. No. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to focus on him. There we go. He's not looking at her. He's not looking at the girl with the blue hair. He's not looking at the girl with the gold hair. He's looking at you. And he doesn't even look very happy. But if you look at the girl with the golden hair, she's not looking at him either. She's looking at the girl with the blue hair. And the girl with the blue hair is looking at the girl with the gold hair, or at least her way. So this is kind of, to me, this looks kind of like a love triangle that is very confused. You know, this can be a lot of different things. The only thing is that they don't look like they're fighting. They look like they might be okay with everything, except this one with the golden hair on the side. But she may not be insecure for the reasons that you think she is. You know what I'm saying? And that Cupid right above him is pointing the arrow at that girl with the golden hair. I don't think he's pointing it at the guy at all. I think he's pointing it with the girl, at the girl. So you can interpret this a couple of different ways. And you know, you could be having a third-party situation, you know, but let me know how this resonates with you. Okay, you know what I'm going to go ahead and do? Let's get a clarifying card for that Lover's card. Let's do Mother Earth. Can you please clarify for Cancer this Lover's card? The underlying energy of this all. Please clarify. Oh, okay. Wow. What did we get? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is not the conflict. And there is no new beginning here. This is not a new beginning. Okay? So this is an established relationship, and this is not about the conflict at all. But it is underlying this general feeling of having too much, being burdened. Okay? So there may be an aspect here of your love relationship that it's not exactly part of all this that you're going through, but it does have something to do with this overburdened feeling that you have. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to continue on with some oracle cards. We've got the tea leaf fortune cards. I chose this for Earth Week because it has all kinds of good stuff that has to do with earthly life. You know, it's got months of the year, it's got seasons, it's got animals and insects and people and all kinds of stuff that has to do with earthly life. And oh, and she's telling me, and you have the world, me. Isn't that awesome? So you, in a way, you got Mother Earth crossing this. You're waiting for your fortune to come in. That's awesome. Mother Earth is right there for you, Cancer. there anything else that you would like to tell Cancer? Is there anything else you would like to tell Cancer, Mother Earth? Yes. This is a large deck, so I have to deal it in 2 piles. Mother Earth, is there anything else that you would like to tell Cancer at this time for this reading? Oops, I have to get that. Is there anything else you would like to say to Cancer? Okay, it looked like some more were going to come out, but they didn't. Let me get this one that flew. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, now, as I gather this up, let's talk about the amount of control that you have over this situation. I can gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor arcana. And you start off with the world, as I said, and I'm just really getting a kick out of that too, how Mother Earth just told me, you're not realizing this is the world. I'm right there. It's so awesome. This is the completion of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle that is very, very important in your divine blueprint. Okay? This impatience here, what is it teaching you? Okay? There's a difference between being impatient and yelling at somebody, even if they've taken advantage of you. There's a difference between being impatient to stand up for yourself and actually standing up for yourself, but with compassion and not yelling at somebody and talking to them after you're done being angry, okay? So this is the lesson that you're learning here. You need to balance, well, you don't need to do anything. But when this card comes out in reverse, see, look, when it's right side up, this is balance of energy, the balance of the masculine and feminine energies that are at play in every single thing within life on this planet. Okay? That's why the masculine and feminine energies are so important. Because when you are fully balanced, when you moderate your energies where there's not too much, not too little of any energy, you become this balanced, your own twin flame, completely balanced, and then that brings in your true twin flame. So this is a big step towards enlightenment, okay? You're like this right now. Your energies are off balance. You're being impatient. And so this is a huge lesson in that, okay? To stick up for yourself doesn't mean that you have to be imbalanced and, blow your top. And this right here, is this the only one? Yeah. Okay, so that's 3 out of 10 cards, which means that you have most of the control over this with your free will. But these are the lessons of your major arcana, okay? So if this does end up being you, then this is definitely the reason why this is like this. Because the Empress represents the feminine energy. The Emperor represents the masculine energies, okay? So Temperance is a feminine energy herself. So when I see these two together like this is telling me exactly what I'm saying. It's the feminine energy that knows how to be strong but compassionate and kind, and she doesn't have to yell at people. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and check out the feminine energies, the divine feminine. And I have a feeling that's going to help you balance this out, okay? Feminine energy knows how to be strong without like beating people up and stuff. It's a whole different type of energy. Okay, so, and like I was saying, the feminine energy has been suppressed. So don't feel bad about not knowing this kind of stuff because it's really actually very new for everybody. Okay, Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. This is a very 6 of Swords moment for me. Didn't you get that? No, you got the 8 and the 4. Okay, yeah, so I'm thinking this is going to be, well, there is an element of travel around the world with this card. So for some of you, you may very well have a long journey ahead of you if you are planning on going on a trip around the world. If that's you, please comment. That would be so interesting to find out. But for most of you, probably what this means is you're going to be looking at this Temperance in reverse and this Empress in reverse, and that's a mental journey. Okay, and when it comes to this Lover's energy right here, this is also kind of confusing. So you're probably going to go on a mental journey. A Six of Swords is in the Thoth deck. It's called Science because it's all about asking a question, which leaves you with more questions once you get the answer. You know what I'm saying? And then that's what scientists do. That's how they find these things out. So what that is a mental journey. Okay, so you may have to ask a lot of questions before you really understand what you're asking questions about. Okay, fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Okay, so yeah, this is what I was talking about. These three right here, you know, it just kind of looks like you're dealing with your impatience by using, by hoping to use your unsacred masculine energy, which is probably yelling at somebody. And, you know, basically what you've got to do is flip this card around. It's your feminine energies that you should use to deal with this frustration and impatience with this person who's taking advantage of you. We've been taught about the masculine energy all our lives, but not in the sacred sense. We've been all dealing with the toxic, distorted masculine and feminine energies, and it's time for us to really understand what they are and what they say, okay? So, bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Woo! That's beautiful. Ant, work, achievement, success. You're going to do it. You're going to work on those energies, Cancer. I've seen some pretty dang good readings. Oh, by the way, I have a playlist for every single sign. If you are new and you didn't see your Isis, Venus, or the Mary's readings, just go into the playlist for Cancer and you will find them in there. In fact, you'll find a lot of readings for you. They're all timeless. None of them have any type of date. Whenever you're attracted to it is when it's right for you. Okay? Successful outcome to your problems. That is beautiful. This is the key, okay? I just feel like right now this is one of the keys, the sacred masculine or the sacred feminine. You see the Hierophant always has two keys, and I'm not sure if this is what it actually is, but those two keys to me, because one is usually silver and one is gold, and so to me that's the masculine and the feminine energies. So you're going to get the key to one of probably the feminine energy right here, because you've got the Empress. So I'm going to put that on the Empress here. Broken wishbone, a wish will not be granted. Okay, so there's something that's not going to be granted, but try to deal with it with as much grace and patience, with as much sacred feminine energy as possible. Oh, throne, position of authority. Okay. You know, I just kind of feel like when you finally get this key here, when you finally get a handle on these sacred feminine energies, guess what? There's your throne. She's not just a queen. She is a queen who's taken over several queendoms, and now she's got an empire. I mean, a lot of people probably think that she's just the wife of the emperor who did all that stuff. She did this all on her own. The throne. Teardrops. Great personal sorrow. Okay. So I think somebody has really hurt you. That's the trust part. I know. You want to help people. They're kind. They seem kind, and they take advantage of you. And then, especially when they aren't sorry for it, it gets very painful. Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. Okay, so yeah, if it's whether you're a man or a woman watching this, there's a woman involved here. And like I was saying, you've got Temperance and the Empress right here, and there's a big focus on the feminine energy. So if this doesn't have to do with an actual woman, I'd have to say that that's what that's talking about. I'm going to go put them over there on Temperance and the Empress. Bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. Wow. Yay. This is going to help take these burdens off of you. And marriage. Okay? So either you're going to get married or this involves your marriage. Okay? Also the Lovers card represents the twin flame. Usually it's two people, but here we've got three. So, you know, I don't judge anybody who wants to do anything like this. As long as people are happy, I'm not judging anything. But there's marriage involved here, okay? So whether you're already married or you're going to get married. So that was your reading for this time, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.